in circles, trying to find you, it's feeling eternal. I don't wanna live like this. My life feels empty, you're what I miss. I'm standing here all alone, waiting for someone to make me feel at home. I've been craving for somebody, somebody to hold me. Trying hard to set myself away from you. Oh, moving on from what we had, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, all the emptiness is gone without you. Circles are outrun. Every single step I'm taking guides my way to the sun. I'm
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Gangsy, and we are back for Group A of the No Mercy Cash Scrims. These are the top teams that have qualified for our Group A from Group B or from previous experience in our Scrims and PMCO participation. We have a lineup of teams here tonight. We're going to get the next room ready. We have about 19 teams here in the lobby for our first match, which will be ERANGEL. And we are doing a different rotation of the maps tonight. We'll be jumping onto the plane shortly to see our flight path. So our first flight path for tonight is a bit of a westerly flight path from the top to the bottom of the map, starting just north of shooting range and ending to the west of the Sosnovka military base island. We have for you tonight in slot 5, Red Dot Basics, slot 6, Cosmonaut, slot 7, Skills Are Us, slot 8, From Hell, slot 9, Arrow, the Cambodian team who qualified from Group B. In slot 10, we have Velociraptors. In slot 11, we have Jomuck, one of our Chinese teams. Slot 12, we have Savage. Slot 13, Team Wraith. Our boy Gortam also qualified from Group B last week. In slot 14, we have Victor Gaming. In slot 15, we have Clown. Slot 16, Eclair, one of our Oceania teams. In slot 17, we've got Salty Squad. In slot 18, we have Intro Esports. In slot 19, we've got 404 Error. In slot 20, we've got No Mercy. Slot 21, the PMCO champions, No Chance. In slot 22, we've got Orion Nebula. In slot 23, we've got Famous. And in slot 24, we've got Exodus. So we are going to see our first circle popping soon. We've got battles already occurring in Severny between Famous, Arrow, and 404 Amra from Famous getting the confirm there onto Charlie Jai. Marvel has been knocked. Arrow are pushing in. The action is already starting there. Marvel getting first at Prince, going to try and get the refrag there. Prince on 1 HP, trying to heal up. Famous in big trouble here. We've seen Famous take out these scrims before, but they are going up against a new team in Group A, which is Team Arrow, our Cambodian team. Up against Famous, a team from Mongolia and a PMCO team. Here in the No Mercy Cash Scrims, our first circle has popped and it is centered similar to our last game of the Group B No Mercy Cash Scrims on the Gatka area. So 404 still have a couple of players upstanding. Meanwhile, we've got some other battles happening. We've got No Mercy on the military island with No Chance, From Hell, and Velociraptors also in the military area. We've got a couple of teams. Exodus in North Georgia Pole, fairly uncontested. Red Dot have landed in Watertown and the Ruins area. We've got team number 7, which is Skills Are Us. They are in the Rosok area with team number 11, Jomuck, one of our Chinese teams. And so wait, is that no? So we've got No Chance here. And who's team number 22? Orion Nebula. Okay, so No Chance and Orion Nebula. Orion Nebula have gone to Pachinki. RAF Esports, and with our boy Gortam, they are heading towards the Gatka area. They are firmly in the next circle. Salty Squad, the PMCO team from South Asia, are in Yasnaya Polyana. It does look like CO is the last player from his team. He is just going to be going for those placement points. on the North Island. No Mercy rotating out of the military base. We've got Victor. Victor, the Mongolian team. Victor are trash looting the farm area. So the bottom 5 teams from Group A will be relegated back down into Group B, where they have to re-qualify. And the top team tonight will win the cash prize. Last week, the cash prize was the double bubble $100 deal. This week, the cash prize will be the standard fare of the $50. Last week, the winners of the cash prize was our boys here, Team Arrow. They won it for Group B. They won the $50 Group B cash prize. The winners of last week for Group A were Team Zeus. Team Zeus taking out the $100. Team Zeus love the double bubble. They always seem to get it. Every time we put the double bubble on, Team Zeus put on their sweatpants. They put on their sweat shoes, they put on their sweatshirts, and they sweat it out, taking out the number 1 position and getting that double bubble cash prize. They love it. So here in Severny, Famous are squaring up against Arrow. Famous have lost a player already. Arrow boy with the Car 98K and the M416 looking to catch one of the members from Famous unawares, get a knock. It's quite difficult here in Severny to push across the road. You would want to be getting more than one knock. Let's see how this one plays out between Arrow and Famous. Both of these teams not in the next circle. Circle number 1 is about to close in the next 30 seconds. Amra holding a position here. He does have the VSS, my personal favourite weapon. Very, very well paired with the M416. You can see in the military base, we've got a bit of an engagement between From Hell and Velociraptors. It does look like these two teams are squaring up against each other. Should we jump to this engagement? We will. They are quite close to each other here. They've crashed this compound, taken it from Velociraptors. Where are the remaining players from Velociraptors? It does look like Velociraptors have spread out here. Meanwhile, in Primorsk, looting up uncontested is Team Eclair. We've got Hacker Isu, Haydos, your boy Haydos. One of my buddies from the Full Split PMCO is playing with Eclair, and their IGL would be Lionel. Lionel here on your screen, the IGL in-game leader for Eclair, leading the charge, looking to secure a vehicle for them. They are in the circle, but they will be looking to rotate into a slightly better position. Meanwhile, here in the apartment school area, we have Skills R Us. Skills R Us, very familiar team. We've got, what is Givy doing? We've got Givy here from Skills R Us, just rotating around. I think he's scouting out this compound. This is some really high-level pro esports gameplay from Skills R Us. They are a team that we see quite often at the top of our leaderboards here. Definitely a team to keep your eye on as we progress through the games tonight. We've got Intro Esports, one of our Mongolian teams here, holding this compound near Watertown. They are close to Red Dot. Red Dot led by Luffy. They are another team that we quite often see at the top of our leaderboards. I think they actually qualified from Group B last week. I'd have to have a look at the scores in the break to remember this being one of our Group B teams that have moved up the ranks and secured their spot in Group A. It's fantastic to see these teams, you know, climbing the ladder, climbing the leaderboards and getting their way into those top spots to qualify for Group A. Meanwhile, in Pachinki, we've got Orion Nebula. They have on their side Logist, Leluka and Choco Nut. So they've obviously stolen / borrowed Choco Nut from the No Chance main lineup. Here we have in this compound to the south of Pachinki, team number 11, which is Jumark. Jumark, one of our Chinese teams, doing very well in the Chinese PMCO. They are led by your boy Kung. He is the in-game leader for Jumark. Definitely one of the sweatier teams we've seen in the Cash Scrims. But here in Severny, it does look like a fight between Famous and Arrow is popping off. Amra is pushing in, looking to get an angle here, looking to get another knock. They've knocked one player already. Amra, Sosog, and Prince X. Prince X getting another knock. That's 2 knocks now. Famous will be looking to capitalize on that and push in 3 knocks. Amra getting tagged up by Arrow Boy. Princek tagged up as well. Arrow Boy looking to defend here. They've got multiple knocks. He's looking to push up onto Princek. Arrow Boy gets the knock onto Prince. Sosog now. He's going for the revive. Excellent defense here. This is one of our contender challenger teams here. Team Arrow. Amra getting the refrag onto Kim. Kim just getting revived there. Sosog getting another knock onto Chloe, getting the confirm there as well. Boy, though, he will push out, looking to get the knock onto Amra and Sosog to take this engagement out. It's a 3v2 at the moment. They do have 1 knock. Boy getting tagged up as the blue starts to hit. This has been a bloody engagement for both of these teams. Taking casualties early game is not what you want in our No Mercy Cash Scrims Group A. You want as many players up as possible. Prince getting confirmed there by Boy. Amra looking to close this one out. Sosog is in the back line. He could quickly be overwhelmed by Arrow. They do have the man advantage here. It is a 3v1. Sosog is in the back line here. Does have that DP 28 in the grass. He is able to get some really nasty knocks. Boydo looking to get a side angle onto Amra here. Smoke has gone out defensively. That's going to give Amra a bit of cover. Both of these teams taking this engagement very carefully. They do not want to lose any more players early game. Arrow will be aware that there is a player, Sosog, out in the blue, in the grass, hiding, having that perfect angle on them. Sosog just staying very silent here. He's aware that there's a 3-man advantage over his team. Amra's been tagged up. Sosog goes and gets a double knock. It's now a 1v1 between Sosog and Lugi. Amra has been knocked. Luki, though, will be able to get a revive onto both of those players. We are in circle 1 here. The blue is not going to do much damage. Amra is bleeding out. If Team Arrow are able to spot him out, Sosog now pushing up. Nade goes out. That nade from Sosog was able to first up Kim and does get the refrag onto Boy Sosog. That was a beautiful nade there from famous Sosog. And he might even be able to get the revive onto Amra. Smoke does go out. This is an intense battle here in the blue between Famous and Arrow early game. Famous a standout team here. We've seen them get chicken dinners after chicken dinners. They've won the No Mercy Cash Scrims several times. Arrow is a contender team here. They have just entered our No Mercy Cash Scrims Group A. So we're going to see what these guys can do up against our Group A teams. And they have absolutely put the hurt into Famous. Boy, if he's able to spot these players, he could get another knock. Circle has shifted further into the Gatka area. We've got an engagement between Hell and Eclair. Sport has been knocked. Eclair has lost a number of players. Lionel covering the push from Whitey. Lionel spotting out Whitey there, taking him down quite low. Both of these teams fighting over this compound. It's a 4v4 engagement. Lionel getting the knock on to Carly. Lionel getting to confirm as well. Haydos pushing up. Hacker Isu taking the flanking position. Zeno in the house, feeding back information to his teammates. Team Hell, a very strong team we've seen in our cash scrims. Didn't do too well last week, but still definitely a team. Zeno getting a beautiful knock there onto Whitey now. Hacker Isu is making the flank. Hacker Isu with the flank does get knocked out from the side. Haydos pushing in now. Haydos and Zeno looking to clean it up. Zeno with the Barrel M762 cleans it up, takes out Hell from Hell. Eclair getting an early game squad wipe. That's points on the board for Team Eclair, one of our Oceania teams, taking out one of the Mongolian powerhouses from Hell. The PMCO global finalists from the Spring Split 2019 going out early here. We've got another team, Velociraptors, are in the vicinity. It does look like this engagement between Famous is heating up and Eclair, Famous and Arrow, had they taken them out. So Arrow going out early there, Famous finally getting the squad wipe onto Arrow. So Arrow going out quite early in game number 1 of Group A of the No Mercy Cash Scrims. So that they did go up against one of the strongest teams we've got here, and I say that only because, I mean, all of these teams are pretty sweaty, but Famous have definitely taken that cash prize out a couple of times. I've asked them for their PayPal details quite a few times before, and they have won that cash prize. Meanwhile, we've got Skills RRs, Whisper, Toxin, Givey holding this ridgeline here with Intro Esports nearby from them. So Spooky pushing up, does have a bolt action sniper rifle. Interesting place for two teams to take an engagement here. We're just to the west of Pachinki on the ridgeline towards the ruins area. Yeah, very interesting place for two teams to take a fight. We'll have a look at this next circle as it shifts in. RAF Esports, our boy Gortam, his team are in the center of zone. Circle does shift, and Exodus and Orion Nebula get the shift. They get the shift as it shifts towards Gatka, the bowl area, looking very, very, very spicy. Cosmonauts have an airdrop at the edge of the chopsticks. A beautiful clutch nade there from Intro. That was a really long range grenade there. Spooky now pushing up. Spooky giving no S whatsoever. Gets to confirm onto Givey. Azrael does have an angle from the side there. Toxin and Whisper trying to hold off Intro Esports as they push up. Spooky has been knocked by Toxin. The rest of Intro pushing up to defend. Azrael does have an excellent side angle here, but Toxin gets another knock. Toxin, one of our Australian players, a new player on the scene. He's gotten a double knock now onto Intro Esports. He's pushing up to take advantage of this situation. Gets tagged up by Cynix. He's healing up. Cynix is pushing around. Cynix almost able to get back. Whisper gets a knock onto Cynix. Intro Esports in big trouble. Cortez, the last player remaining, spots out Whisper. He's taken out by Toxin. Skills are us, showing us how it's done. Taking out Intro Esports, putting 4 kills on the board. Skills are us, made up of Australian and Oceanic players, taking out one of our Mongolian teams early game, only losing one player there. We do have an engagement between No Chance, the PMCO regional champions for the wildcard region. They are fighting. They are going up against Eclair. Haydos has been knocked. Zeno's been taken out. Lionel is the last remaining player. Heineken aware of his position. This is Eclair in big trouble here. Godless has spotted out Lionel, tagging him up as well. Comes out, gets 1 knock, gets 2 knocks. Gets 3 knocks. He's got the triple knock. He's on 1 HP. Can he get the quadra? He's got the triple. Can he get the quadra? He's got 4 knocks already. This is the time he needs to go for the first aid here. Heal up and push out and get it done. He's got triple knocks. Can he go for the clutch 1v4 squad wipe onto No Chance? He's pushing out. It comes around the corner. Almost gets him down to 1 HP. But Killer managed to take him out. That was so close. Killer was on 1 HP. Look at the health bars. Oh, no chance. Lionel almost getting the 1v4 squad wipe onto the PNCO champions. Eclair, though, getting taken out. No chance. Have this compound. Circle is now starting to close in on Circle 4. And things are heating up as in Group A. This is what I'm talking about. Teams are fragging out early game. We've got Velociraptors in this compound. Victor Gaming pushing in, looking to take it from them. Velociraptors holding that squad house area. Damage underneath the ridgeline. Warzone and really are on the rooftops. We've got Choco Nut and the boys from Orion Nebula in the background of this fight. Choco Nut getting a knock on to No Chance with the bolt action sniper rifle. So Relly here, he's looking for an angle. Velociraptors are not giving him one. These teams are fighting on the edge of zone. The next circle has shifted and these teams are in it. No Mercy have the circle as well. Skills are us with an excellent position as well. All these other teams will have to rotate in as the circle shifts to the eastern half of the map. Nades go out. Victor Gaming need to make a push. Warzone is pushing up closer and closer, looking for a way to get a nade into that building, get a couple of easy knocks and lead the charge. Redley is pushing in as well. They want this fight. They want this compound. They do not want to get crashed while they are trying to push this fight. You can see the UAZ there is almost blocking the stairs, making a push up the staircase difficult, but one good nade could get a double or triple kill here. But Relly's taken the UAZ out. And we almost got knocked there by Hey MF. Warzone's pushing in, looking to entry this. They've gotten one knock. Warzone running in. He's knocked. Damage is also pushing around there, spraying wildly. He's got one. He's got two knocks. There's only one more player remaining. It's Godang. Comes in through the smoke. And Damage gets the final confirm. Velociraptors go down to Victor Gaming. The squad wipe comes through. Victor Gaming taking that compound. Meanwhile, RAF Esports, our boy Gortam's team, they're nearby. Orion Nebula taking shots at Red Dot as they rotate past Choco Nut with the bolt action. Car 98K, he's got an 8X on the top of it. No Mercy in the kill feed as well, taking on Cosmonauts here. Teams are rotating in and fighting like cats and dogs for this circle. No Mercy he's been taken out. Cosmonauts getting a re-knock there with the grenade. Cosmonauts have been taken out by No Mercy. Shark getting the final confirm there with the nade. Jaeger getting a knock on to Salty Squad, getting the confirm there as well. Bromine and Sada, the last players there from Salty Squad. They've got 404 CO in the vicinity as well as Circle closes in on zone number 4. No Mercy having to make their way into zone, as is CO. CO's in big trouble here as he heals up in the blue. Is he going to be able to get into the next zone? And it shifts. It shifts onto Exodus and Skills Are Us. They get the circle. No Chance taking out Victor Gaming in that compound here. Exodus looking to take out Skills Are Us. Asriel going down there. Whisper and Toxin, the last players. Toxin, Snake in the grass. Exodus pushing up here. Can he get a couple of knocks? He spots out Snoopy. Takes Snoopy out. Toxin, 6 kills already. 6 kills already. MVP of his team. Can he do it again? They took out Intro Esports earlier. Froze a bit of smoke as misdirection. They're going to try and move away. Exodus just on the edge of zone here. They should be able to get the revive onto their player. Orion Nebula in close proximity to RAF Esports on the southern edge of zone. No Mercy have to make their rotation in. We're down to 9 teams already in game number 1. Skills R Us are just holding on. They are stuck between a couple of big hitters here. Gortam, let's jump on with our boy. Gortam's in a vehicle. Gortam getting that double knock in last week's Group B and the squad wipe. He's the boy to keep an eye on here as we move into the late stage of the game. No Chance are also making their push. Heineken from No Chance with off Dell's killer. Godless taken out earlier. They are securing their position in the next zone, spotting out Orion Nebula here. But once they start shooting, everybody in the zone spots their position. Salty Squad taking on No Mercy. No Mercy down to one player who's trying to get the revive. Salty Squad pushing in Sata and Bromine. They smell blood. They want to get those final confirms. Sata's pushing up the ridgeline. Hazzy the only player up. Hazzy gets knocked by Salty. No, Shark is up as well. Shark going. And this looks like No Mercy could be taken out very early in game number one. They are. Bromine getting the final confirm there. They are just on the edge of zone and they are in the next zone. Salty Squad doing what they do best and just surviving and wiping squads. Siren from Exodus spotting out RAF Esports here with the Mini 14 8X. Skills R Us nearby. We're down to 6 teams. It's Salty Squad, No Chance, RAF Esports from Group B. They are making a statement that not only do they deserve to be here, but they want to be at the top. They have a 4-man team in the late game. Bromine taken out. This is Sadia's the last player. No Chance are pushing in. They know there's one player remaining here. Heineken pushes around. The nade goes down there. Was that a nade or a smoke? It was just a smoke. 9 kills on the board already for No Chance. Salty. One player remaining in a 1v3 situation. Spots out Heineken. Does get one knock. Caught out by Offdells. Instantly punished for peeking. Offdells getting the refrag there instantly. They should be able to revive their players. Now our man Gortam is in a vehicle. He's rotating in. They are quite near to Ainish getting punished for peeking there. Knocked. The circle is closing in. Gortam might just have to get into the vehicle. The rest of RAF Esports now rotating in, doing their thing in the vehicle. These guys love flying around final circles in the vehicle. Going into the blue though. They might get caught out by No Chance here. No Chance just absolutely spraying at them. Offdells knows that they're trapped into that tiny ridgeline there. We're down to 3 teams. It's Exodus, No Chance, Skills R Us just getting taken out there. RAF Esports getting a knock onto Offdells. Exodus could third party this fight as well. If RAF Esports play this ridgeline perfectly, they could end up second or first place here. No Chance have to be careful. They've just got this beautiful little spot here. They are quite far from zone, but as suspected, Baron stealing that kill there with the AKM. With 6x on the AKM, he's using the AKM as the DMR, as his long-range sniper rifle. All is quiet. Exodus 2 players, No Chance 2 players, RAF Esports 2 players. It's a 2v2v2 here in this final circle. RAF looking to try and get out here. Heineken spotted out Baron. That's the chance of them being third party. And RAF Esports stuck in the blue. Mantis caught in open. Killer's going to catch Horizon. Horizon taken out there. And he's the last player left. Annie, a snake in the grass. He's going to have to get the double kill here. RAF Esports doing a fantastic job getting into a third position, but no chance. The Mongolian team, the winners of our PMCO Wildcard region, are the winners of the first match of the No Mercy Group A cash scrims. These guys want that cash prize tonight. They've got 16 kills on the board and a chicken dinner already after game number 1. We will be keeping our eyes on these guys as the night progresses. Exodus in second position. RAF Esports picking up that third place finish. RAF Esports, let me just talk about these guys for a minute. They are a team from Group B, and they are already making their way up to the top of the leaderboard in Group A. So they are. It is excellent to see these teams come up the ranks of our groups and do so well in Group A, because I was talking to Unsolved before the matches tonight, and we thought these Group B teams would just get absolutely hammered, but RAF Esports have proved me and Unsolved wrong. So well done to them. Congratulations to them getting such a great placement in their first match of Group A, but congratulations to No Chance taking out the first match. We will go to a quick break and we will do the live scores very soon. We'll have the live scores up before the next game. Thanks to everybody for tuning in so far for Group A. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button and a notification bell, and I will catch you guys after the break.
The number you have dialed cannot be reached, and that's okay. And that's okay. The number you have dialed cannot be reached, and that's okay.
All right, everybody, we are back. We are just getting everybody ready for game number 2, which will be on Miramar. We have our live scoring already up on the screen for you, ladies and gentlemen. In first position, we have No Chance, 16 kills in that 20-point chicken dinner, puts them in the lead with a total of 36 points. In second place, we have Skills Are Us. Skills Are Us only with 8 placement points, but 10 kill points. Skills Are Us absolutely fragging out with a couple of squad wipes and then some. Puts them in second position with a total of 18 points. Exodus in third position. They got a lot of placement points, but only 3 kill points. You can see, ladies and gentlemen, the difference that those kill points make. Team Rave are tied with No Mercy for the 4th and 5th position slots with 13 points apiece. Famous are in 6th, Salty's in 7th. Era. So there is not a lot of difference between our second down to our 6th place position, but No Chance have double the points. Is that double? Am I counting correctly? 8 plus 8, 10 plus 10. Yeah, they got double the points of second place, so no chance. Definitely look like they are gunning for that cash prize here tonight. So we've almost got all our teams in the room. And we are going to kick things off right now for game number 2 on Miramar. So we're just loading into the lobby right now. And remember, not only will the top number 1 team from tonight get the cash prize, but the bottom 5 teams, the teams that come in the bottom 5 places, they will be relegated back into Group B, where they will have to re-qualify for Group A. And the map rotation tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing ERANGEL, Miramar, ERANGEL, and Miramar. That's right, the good maps, the good zones. The other maps, they're fun to play on, but they are not, in my opinion and the opinion of our organisation, they are not ready for this level of competitive gameplay. I feel it is much more competitive to have the maps that we are using in the rotation that we are using. It's much more entertaining. It's much more exciting. So we're off and racing. We've got our first flight path from Tierra Bronca down to the south of El Pozo, to the east of to the west of Monte Nuevo. We are just getting the room codes out for the next match, which will be back on ERANGEL. So teams over the course of the night, they're going to play both maps twice, and they're going to see where the other teams land. They're going to see where the other teams go, and we're going to see if they use that information against these teams. If they start hot dropping, if No Chance are in the lead in game number 3, is the team going to hot drop on No Chance, try and take them out early, try and take that cash prize for themselves? We've got Victor Gaming heading up to Torre Ahumada. Does look like 404 are looking to rotate to the south. Arrow, our Cambodian team, the winner of last week's Group B, have gone to El Azahar. Exodus heading towards the Junkyard, Minas Generalis area. Velociraptors heading towards Graveyard. Eclair going to Water Treatment. No Mercy rotating to the north with the yellow team, which is Jumac, the Chinese team. We've got Orion Nebula, Red Dot, and a whole bunch of players in the San Martin area. They are with whoever's green. We've got shots already in this area, and we are already here. Let's jump up and take a look around. We've got Skills R Ruz currently sitting second on the leaderboard, squaring up against Orion Nebula. Scry on here from Orion Nebula. He's got eyes on Whisper and Danny. He's got that Winchester with the 2.7x kind of scope. They're here with Red Dot. Our first circle has popped, and it is in the south. It is in the southwest corner of the map. This is Miramar 2.0, ladies and gentlemen. We've got multiple teams in El Pozo as well. We've got No Chance, Intro, and Cosmonauts in the El Pozo area. From Hell, just looting up nicely to themselves. And they are closest to the center of the circle. Exodus seem to be heading towards Impala as a 404. We've got Famous, Team 17, which is Salty Squad, in the vicinity of Monte Nuevo. So who else likes Monte Nuevo? RAF Esports, Gortam up on the hill. He's there with Broman. Hainish getting the knock there. Gortam going for the confirm as well onto Broman. So that's one of the members of Salty Squad going out early, taking them down to a 3 or a 2-man team. I believe they only have 3 players remaining here. That is not what you want to happen. Not what you want to see happen. Famous, they love fighting early game. They absolutely love a bit of early game action. So we'll look around the zone. We'll see where these teams are. It does look like Jumac is... they are looting the Crater Fields area. They've opted not to go to La Cobriera, which is where Team No Mercy is. They are a three-man team. They went out quite early in the last game. They did manage to get a squad wipe. We do see a knock going down between Orion Nebula and Skills R Us. Skills R Us have to be very careful here. They're currently sitting in second place on the leaderboard. They do not want to go out early or lose any players. Azrael has been knocked. Skrido getting knocked by Toxin. Elogist up on the hill, though, could get the knock onto Toxin. Almost does get him down to 1 HP. He's quite low. Scry may not get healed up here. Orion Nebula have got Skills R Us completely surrounded at the moment with multiple angles, although Scry is bleeding out. Unlikely to get revived. Choco Nut and Leluca down just to the north of where Toxin's position is. Toxin has eyes on where they are and is looking to catch them if they try, and he does spot Choco Nut, making that flanking rotation. Elogist up here on the hilltop. Spies, Skills R Us. Meanwhile, we've got Famous absolutely demolishing Salty Squad here, getting the final confirm onto Connor. So that's Salty Squad going out very early. Famous picking up a squad wipe for themselves here in Monte Nuevo. A lot of loot for themselves as well. That's very handy when you can take out a team and they do all the looting for you. We've got Team Intro fighting with No Chance. No Chance currently sitting atop our leaderboard. Killer has been knocked. Cosmonauts looking to third party this fight. Heineken almost knocked as well. Heineken applying that first aid kit. Cortez does have the high ground here on top of this building. A lot of high ground positions to work with here in El Pozo. I do not like fighting in this city. I can tell you that right now, ladies and gentlemen. It is not. It always seems like the other team just has the angle here. And Cosmonauts are here as well. Cynix getting that confirmed there onto Killer, taking No Chance down to 3 players. That could be big trouble for No Chance. They are currently on top of the leaderboard. Gollus now rotating in. He's got the canted sight. That is why we can see the sights on his screen rotating between 45 degrees here. I'm a big fan of the canted sights. Very happy to see them in the game at the moment. Cortez does have the rooftop of this building. No, Cosmonauts are in the vicinity as well. They look like they're rotating out though, opting to go for position rather than fighting early game, particularly against teams like Intro and No Chance. You never know which way it could go, so it's always good to err on the side of caution. We do have a crash between No Mercy and Jumac here. Unsolved has been knocked. Kung has been knocked as well. Jaeger getting the confirm there with the Mini 14. One of the members of Jumac almost getting naded. He has been knocked as well by Shark. Only one member from Jumac left, and he's caught by Hazzy. Hazzy with the Mini 14. Taking out Jumac there, No Mercy, picking up a squad wipe, not losing a single player to early game. Jumac have not had a great game here. They did go out in 18th position in our last game. They had a few kills already, but they've had 2 bad placements. That's looking like they may be relegated back down into Group B if they're not careful. We will see as the games progress on through the night. Meanwhile, RAF Esports have rotated out of Monte Nuevo. They've gone more central in the circle, heading to Ladriella. Chumacera is occupied at the moment by From Hell. From Hell also going out early in our first match on Erangel, so they'll be looking to get a bit higher up in the placements and push their scores up on the leaderboard. Meanwhile, Skills R Us battling Orion Nebula here in San Martin. They've gotten another knock. They are absolutely putting the hurt into Orion Nebula, not losing a single player. Skills R Us currently sitting in second position on the overall standings. Danny, Toxin, Azrael and Whisper, one of our teams from Oceania, showing us how it's done. Exodus in the kill feed, blowing up a vehicle. That's Arrow in big trouble here. Toxin getting a knock on to Choco Nut. Toxin looks to be one of the top fraggers in these cash scrims. Like he's an absolute weapon. Every time I see him, he's always getting a knock. Very, very handy with an M16 as well by the looks of it. He is an Australian player that plays mostly in North America. So this is him playing on the Asia server now where we've got the ping. I don't know, you can't see it below the overlay, but we are on 120 ms at the moment, sitting on a nice smooth green ping. Choco Nut getting that knock there. Choco Nut, one of the members of the PMCO champion teams. Certainly knows his way around a Mini 14. If he's able to spot you, he can quite easily get a knock, and he's got an 8x on that bad boy too. They might look to move out of this area though, relocate further into zone as our circle is shifting in. No Mercy making their rotation past El Pozo. Cosmonauts in the far northwest of the circle. Velociraptors heading into the center of the zone too. We've got a lot less teams, so this is a more competitive environment for us here in the No Mercy Cash Scrims. Eclair are also rotating past this area as well, so if Eclair do spot Orion Nebula on the rotation, these teams could start taking shots. You can see Choco Nut instantly out of the vehicle, does spot out Lionel. Spots Zeno as well, sees a whole team, starts just lasering away at them. Haydos has been knocked by Choco Nut. Choco Nut going for the confirmed refire, comes out from Eclair. But Choco Nut with that Mini 14 absolutely lasering hell down onto Eclair. Lionel is able to get the revive onto their player. Hello, just looking to get another angle here, looking to get a bit high ground perspective. Lionel already pushing out of the comp. Does look like Eclair want to disengage here. They don't want to take on Choco Nut and Orion Nebula. Logist here with the M416 taking shots from the side. Lionel looking to get a different angle here. He's got the Mini 14, spots out Illogist. Takes him down, gets the knock. Lionel with the long range knock on the Mini 14. And we can see Intro in the kill feed going up against No Chance. So No Chance, No Chance, that's our current on the leaderboard. They are fighting with Intro, and Godless is the last player standing. Where's Godless at the moment? This is No Chance in big trouble here. They're currently sitting at first place on the leaderboard. If they get taken out here early game, that really opens up the leaderboard for the rest of these team. Exodus currently in second position. Now, Godless is separated from his team. He won't be able to get revives off Dells. Looks like he will bleed out. He could get the squad wipe onto Intro, though, if he's careful here. Does have a very good high ground position here up on the top of the apartment building. But he's in a very risky predicament here with 2 minutes on the clock. So it does look like No Chance is in a spot of trouble. Meanwhile, Orion Nebula are engaging with Red Dot as they rotate past their position, getting a couple of kills here. Punisher is just rotating through the blue in the buggy. Rest of his team, Zeus has been taken out, but the rest of his team have managed to get away safely. They can all heal up here now that they're out of range, but the zone has shifted again, and it will shift in the next minute. So we can see that Eclair are making their way into the circle. Famous quite close to RAF Esports again. Victor Gaming about to crash into Exodus by the looks of it. They're right next to each other here at this compound. Exodus could make a push here. Victor Gaming might not be aware that there is a whole team here. Annie has the high ground advantage. He's scouting for the rest of his team, letting them know where the where all the players are, which buildings that they're in, giving his team that vital information. It's normally the job of the IGL to go scout, go on to point, gather this information, and then feed it back to the team. Let them know how they're going to make this push, how they're going to go, how they're going to push this compound, how to get a knock. Rarely spotted out. Aaron almost getting a knock. Warzone tries to go for the refrag damage. Caught and open as well. Warzone does have a bit of a cover to work with here. He's got an M24. Can he get a headshot? If he's able to get a headshot onto one of these players, that's an instant knock onto a level 2 helmet. Baron, though, has actually gotten a knock onto Relly with the bolt action. That could be Exodus looking to push up here. Right, no, Relly can't get revived here. Siren leading in the charge here. And Skills are us, our number 2 team, in the kill feed as well. They could get taken out by Cosmonauts. So the nades are raining out. Revives are coming on. Merlene pushing up the ridge line here. Merlene looking to go entry frag onto Victor Gaming. Victor Gaming holding some excellent angles here. Warzone does have a good angle off to the side. Siren now pushing under the ridge line. Damage looking to defend that push. Nades going out on either side here. These teams are right on the edge of zone. Siren has been spotted out and knocked by Relly. The Beryl M762 does the job. Bursted by damage. Mixer comes around the corner, but punished for that. He gets knocked first. It's a 3v3 engagement. Now Exodus do have the numbers engagement here. Relly does get a knock. Baron gets the refrag. Instantly damaged. Now separated. Warzone has to push in. Baron has been knocked. And Annie gets the refrag. It's down to a 1v1 between Annie and Warzone. And Warzone cleans it up here. Gets the clutch. Squad wipe. Will be able to revive the rest of his team here as Circle is now closing in. We're going to see our next Circle pop on the minimap any moment now and see where we get the shift 404. It goes directly onto Team Hell. So it does look like Skills R Us were taken out there. But we've got Cosmonauts here in close proximity to Famous and RAF Esports here. Just these teams are in the circle. Famous have a high ground position. These teams are in very close proximity. And Cosmonauts, they could get a rotation out of this, but Arrow, Victor Gaming, Red Dot, no chance. Godless still up and standing. No mercy, have to get into zone. Eclair and Intro also need to make moves. And 404, they have a nice rotation all along the southern part of zone if they want to get in to the next circle. So you can see Cosmonauts already in vehicles making their way out. If RAF Esports spot this out though, or Famous. And Marvel could spot the vehicle rotation here. Very easy to blow up vehicles if you can focus fire on them. Those pickup trucks don't last long under sustained gunfire. Marvel spotted one out. It's been blown up. That's one vehicle down. Sog getting the final kill there. Lionel from Eclair has just entered this compound and he's spotting the vehicle rotation. Sees Cosmonauts. Almost getting a knock there. He's got to be careful though. Spots out both of them there. Gets Gil. Beast now pushing into this compound. Beast is looking to take on Lionel. The rest of Eclair, they are in the compound across the road. They are just pulling up to this engagement here. So Legend is being revived. No, Gil is being revived by Legend. Lionel taking shots underneath here, looking to get another knock. Beast is going to have to do something in a moment. The rest of Eclair are pushing up. Hacker Isu does have that side angle there. Hacker Isu Looking to try and get the final confirm there. Beast does have an angle on him, but Hacker Isu instantly flicks onto Beast. Gets behind cover. Lionel now about to come to a 1v1 engagement. Beast able to get a knock onto Lionel. Comes in for the confirm. Should be able to get the confirm onto Lionel and does do it. This is going to put Eclair into a lot of trouble. Zeno getting knocked in the middle of the road. Legend from the smoke. So Zeno could get confirmed here as well by Gills. So Eclair in big trouble, taken down. How have Cosmonauts managed to defend this position? They've got 2 players next to a smoking bus. Eclair had compounds and all the cover in the world, and Cosmonauts have taken Eclair down to 2 players. Hados does get a knock onto Legend, but they've got to be careful because up the hill from them, Famous and RAF Esports, they could third-party disengagement. And Prince does it. Prince gets the knock onto Hados. He's got an M24. That's Famous entering the engagement. They might want to third party this and get more kills. Circle has shifted again. Hell have the next circle. Famous in the circle as well. Eclair and Cosmonauts just outside of Ryan Nebula making their rotation wide. No Mercy have a way in. 404 have a way in as well. Victor Gaming might have to get past Velociraptors. Arrow will have to go through. RAF Esports have to go through. Eclair. Marvel now has gotten a knock onto Cosmonauts here from the hillside. Marvel sitting here with the M24. He almost got a knock onto Legend as well. Zooming in. That's Godless there. Godless is still in it. Godless getting a knock onto a member of No Mercy here. This is our current leaderboard. Number 1 position team. No chance with 1 player left. Still able to get kills as a solo player. And Chance makes his way in. No Mercy in the vicinity of Orion Nebula. They're going to have to be careful here. Logis does have the high ground here. Logis could just walk out. He's got a nade cooked. RAF Esports rotating pass as well. Unsolved. Hazzy both getting knocked by Logis in the single spray. Now they're taking shots at RAF Esports. Ainish does manage to get past. Shark is just rotating out of here. Going for placement points. Ainish rotates, he gets past. The rest of RAF Esports now taking shots at Arrow. Boy in big trouble here. Gortam going for the confirm with the Mini 14. These teams are outside circle. Arrow, the rest of their team will try and rotate in for a different way. They've still got a Ryan Nebula to contend with. Ainish has made it into the next circle, though. He is holding it down in zone for his team. Meanwhile, Cosmonauts. And we've got 404 in an engagement here with Intro, and Velociraptors are in the vicinity as well. Monkey getting knocked. Cynix gets the refrag onto Walker. Babbitt's an absolute laser though. If he spots Cynix before he spots him, does spot out Cynix in the blue. But Cynix too fast. Cynix going for a quick first aid. Now Red Dots need to make their way in. Circle has shifted again, and it's shifted onto Velociraptors. And from hell, Victor Gaming and Intro Esports near the circle as well. Cosmonauts have been taken out by Eclair. So we've got Velociraptors here. They are pushing from hell in this compound. Koenig. Multiple angles here on the side of Velociraptors. From hell, just holding on to dear life. They've got 2 angles to work with. Nades going out from either side. There's a minute left on the clock until play zone does start to shift. That nade took Carly down to about half HP. 50 seconds left on the clock. Hell are going to have to make a move. They're being gate kept here. They can't get into the next circle unless they go through Velociraptors. Koenig needs to make a move. Carly getting chunked down slowly by these grenades. He's now on 10 HP. Will be able to heal up, but he's using a lot of resources here. Cynix getting a knock onto one of the members of Velociraptors. Well, Hell have just managed to get into zone here, but Cynix is in the vicinity as well. I mean, this has really changed things. He's spotted out though by Psycho from Velociraptors. Psycho getting the final confirm there. Red Dot still in it, making their way into zone past these teams, but we've got this battle now still raging on between Hell and Velociraptors. Psycho pushing in. We're down to 8 teams now. Circle is about to shift, and it shifts to the middle of all of these teams. Nobody really getting the next circle. Koenig taking shots. Doesn't manage to connect with anybody. Red Dot up here on the hill behind these teams. Famous holding a compound just inside the circle. Velociraptors able to get one knock. That's the call to push for them. They need to make this push right now. One is knocked. It's only Psycho remaining. Psycho pushing up. Koenig could get the double knock here. Red Dot are opting to go to the zone. Koenig gets the double kill there. 20 seconds left on the clock now. Punisher from Red Dot looking to make his way into circle. He gets blown up by Marvel. Famous looking strong in game number 2 here. We're down to 4 teams. It's Victor Gaming from Hell, Eclair, and Famous. Hacker Isu still in it. Hacker Isu trying to make his way into circle. He does spot out Famous. He could go for a shot here. Sees Amra. Amra sees him. He gets tagged up a little bit there, but he should be able to make his way. Marvel, though, has the M2 force suppress, spots out damage, going for the headshot there. That'll be an instant knock. I mean, this is Famous's game right now. It's only Hacker Isu left, and he gets taken out. Famous taking out game number 2 on Miramar with an absolute standout performance there. They had an impressive kill count as well, getting 8, 9, 10 kills. Eclair, Hacker Isu doing a fantastic job. Far out, Hacker Isu getting his team into second position. Yeah, they were on the ropes for a minute there, so they did really well. Only 2 kills, but those placement points will definitely move them up the leaderboard. From Hell having a much better performance in game number 2, getting third position there with 6 kills. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to a quick break. We're gonna get the scores up, and then we're going to go back to Erangel for game number 3.
cracking. Cracking.
All right, everybody, we are back, ready to kick things off. We're at the halfway mark here, ready to kick things off for game number 3. We're going back, baby. We're going back to ERANGEL. That's right. And then we're going to go back to Miramar. So we're going to see if things change where teams drop. But right now, we have for you, ladies and gentlemen, the live standings from our last game, updated from game 1 and game 2. No Chance are still in the lead with 41 points. But guess what? Closely followed with the same amount of points. The only thing between these teams is the kill points is Famous. So we've got a battle for first place brewing here tonight between No Chance and Famous, Victor Gaming, Eclair, and No Mercy, and Skills Are Us, Exodus, all closely followed, all the way down to Team Ray from Hell. They're all very close to each other, and they do have these teams could move up as well. They are in striking distance of our top 2 teams. We will also be checking what the bottom 5 teams are going to look like as well. I'm going to have to set that up actually because I don't know exactly how to do the bottom 5 with my stream setup, but we are ready to kick things off for game number 3. I'm just going to check everybody is in the correct slots. It does look like we've got all our players in here so far, so we're going to kick things off for game number 3 right now. So we are in there. We are loading into the lobby right now. So we're going back, everybody, to ERANGEL. And thanks everybody who's tuned in so far. Thanks everybody who's subscribed to the channel in this stream. I really appreciate all of your support. Your support is what makes these scrims happen, which makes these cash prizes happen for these teams. It's we're trying to build the level of esports into, in this region, not only Oceania but Asia, the wildcard region, all of that. We're trying to just get it up there to a level where we can throw down on the world stage in the World League and have our World League teams operating at peak optimum capacity. And we want to create the most competitive environment possible, for teams to come up as well in group B to come up into Group A. So we're going to have a look at our flight path here. We've got a flight path from Stauber all the way down to Primrose. It's a really friendly flight path. It does go across the middle of the map. And we've already got No Mercy out of the plane already. Okay. So they might be dropping around the Stauber-Kameshki area. We've got 404 out of the plane, as well as Team Arrow. Team Arrow, the Cambodian team, the winners of last week's Group B, looking to cement their spot in Group A. We've got 404, they're heading towards Severny. So it doesn't look like Famous are going to Severny now. They've been there in game number 1 and they did lose a couple of players. We've got Salty Squad going to Yasnaya Polyana like they did in game 1, but now they're being challenged by Team Arrow. No Chance are very spread out here around the Roshok area. Famous are heading towards that school area. We've got Exodus and Red Dot going towards Exodus. Are looking to go at their usual looting spot of North Georgia Pole, with Red Dot in the Watertown vicinity. We've got Orion, Nebula, and Jumac in Pachinki. We've got Eclair going to Primorsk as usual, Velociraptors and Team Hell going to the military base. Very interesting to see No Chance opting not to go to military base. We normally see No Chance go military base, but now that we're having the same map and they're in first place, they've gone to Roshok. First circle has popped us on Gatka. The closest team to the center of that circle is Wraith Esports. They are in the Gatka area trash looting. We've got Cosmonauts around Farm near that shelter area. We've got Victor Gaming also on the other side of Farm. And the closest teams we do have at the moment, here's Jumac and Orion Nebula. They are in the Pachinki area. So we're going to jump on with these teams and see how they're squaring up against each other. We do have one player on the roof already with a bit of a high ground observation, just feeding back information to his team on where the other players are. So yeah, it's really awesome to see these maps being played again. And seeing what decisions that teams are going to be making. It adds another dimension to the scrims, I believe. Adds another layer of complexity. We want to see some more strategic decisions being made by teams. And they're going to be using information that they've gathered from the first games, you know, whether they've watched a stream or whether they've watched a kill feed, know where teams land. We do have a stream delay on, of course, so teams can't just look at the stream and know where everyone is. By the time, you know, if you look at the stream, by the time you see where the team is, the team's already going to have moved. And we can see from the map that from Hell and Velociraptors, quite spread out here. So we've also got Orion Nebula up on the roof. We've got Famous now in an engagement here with Skills R Us. Skills R Us were quite high on the leaderboard. They have dropped down a little bit. Losing a couple of their players early games certainly isn't going to help that at all. Losing 2 players, Famous only receiving 1 knock, and that player will be revived. No Chance are in the vicinity as well. So Whisper and Danny, they are on the Foot Falcon. They are getting out of dodge here, running away from this engagement, not wanting a part of Famous early game, and that is a wise decision. Famous are on the top of the leaderboards at the moment. We'll jump back to Pachinki quickly. We have seen a knock in the kill feed. Scry has been knocked. Let's see what Choconut's doing. He's got a high ground position here. Elogist is nearby. He's looking to get a bit of smoke in here to stop this push, and Scry has been confirmed by Jumac. Jumac, they want this. They definitely want Leluca though getting a knock onto another player here. So casualties on either side in this Pachinki battle. We did see in Group B that we've got knocks coming in left, right, and center for both of these teams. So Elogis getting knocked there. Choconut's now pushing in. We saw it like 4 or 5 teams each game dropping Pachinki in Group B. In Group A, we do see slightly less teams landing here. We did see Watch My Gameplay dropping here quite a bit. We'll look at the overall standings for Group B after this, and we'll see if Watch My Gameplay will get back into Group A, because they love dropping Pachinki and Picardo. We're not really sure where they go on the other maps, but so one of the members of Jumac here, he's definitely wanting to take out Leluca. Choconut's going to have to get a move on over here to defend this push. And this guy here, he's got a good angle too. Sorry, I can't read these guys' names. I don't know. They're in Chinese, and I can't read Chinese, unfortunately. So I'm not able to call out their names. So I apologize for that. Choconut, though, I can definitely read his name. He's one of the top tier Mongolian players. Got a nice off angle here onto Jumac. Stopping his job is stopping them from crossing the street, which one of them is doing right now. He's not doing a very good job of stopping them crossing the street, because one of them has crossed. He's going to be able to feed. He's going to be able to tell his teammates that, but this player here has crossed the street. They are now getting surrounded. He's going to put a lot of pressure on. Maybe open up some angles here. Nate is being cooked. Jumac do have a lot of angles here, and this player here is pushing right in. Looking to get very aggressive, but he's been punished for his aggressiveness. Leluca getting the angle there, getting the knock. Choconut entering the engagement as well. Jumac going out there in the blink of an eye. All right, Nebula. Fantastic defense there. I think Choconut did get one of those kills. and Leluka picking up the rest. So that's Pachinki taken over there by the boys from Orion Nebula. Very good positioning there. With Choco up there covering the flank, he wasn't able to stop the cross, but he was able to just pounce. And yeah, I think GMAC got a little bit too aggressive there, and they got punished for that aggressiveness. So Ryan Nebula, definitely not a team you want to be fighting early game. Those kill points are going to be helping them on the leaderboard. GMAC haven't had the best nights tonight. We might actually see them go back to Group B, unfortunately, and requalify for Group A. I think the benefits of having a Group B is it does give teams a chance to practice against other Group B teams and get ready for Group A. We've certainly seen Team Race step up to the challenge and do quite well since they've been in here. We've seen Team Arrow also doing very well and rising to the challenge of being in Group A. I mean, the level of competition we have here is next level. I mean, these are teams not only from the wildcard region of PMCO, but we've got teams from South Asia, we've got teams from the Hong Kong PMCO, and not only just PMCO teams, we've got teams that are probably going to be in the next PMCO that are really high level teams from our region. Teams like Eclair that haven't played in PMCO. We've got teams like Royal Flush as well, another Oceania team. Teams like Intro, we haven't seen, they're not a PMCO team. Definitely a team that gets to the top of these leaderboards. Arrow as well, been doing quite well. What is this top 5 standings at the moment? Yeah, we've got Victor Gaming, Famous, Eclair, and No Mercy. So definitely Eclair as a team. And Skills Are Us as well that have been doing quite well in these scrims. So Famous holding the school area, no chance. Everybody's favourite rotation spot is the Roshock Hill, after you land crates or Pachinki. Everybody loves going to Roshock Hill and having a bit of a scout around to see if they can find a team in Roshock or the school. It does look like no chances. They landed in Roshock, so now they're looking to get into Famous. This is the number 1 and number 2 team we're seeing right now on our leaderboard that are scoping in at each other. So it would be a massive upset if one of these teams was to take each other out. And it's unusual that they've both landed in this area. No chance generally land in the military base. And I'm not sure if Famous do land here, but maybe No Chance knew where Famous landed or near where they landed, and they've made the decision because, hey, this team normally goes to Military Island. Everybody knows that. We've always seen No Chance go there, and now here they are in Roshock. So it's nice to see teams making these decisions strategically, not just tactically, but actually making these big gameplay decisions, and Marvel's in a spot of trouble here. I think Heineken might even be able to get to finish the rest of that knock. If Heineken gets the side angle, he's winding up for a nade. I mean, Marvel's in a lot of trouble here. He's pushed up quite close. He's taken down a 1 HP. Shots are raining out from the side. And Heineken does get the knock onto Marvel. These teams are aware of who each other is now. Famous would be a little bit worried here. That's No Chance. It's just knocked Marvel. They've seen it in the kill feed. And this is our number 1 and number 2 teams that are squaring up against each other here at school and the Roshock Hill. So Famous have definitely won our cash scrims before. We've seen them win. I think they've won about twice now. No Chance also have won the cash scrims. Killer up here. He's got the M16. They're looking for helmets. They're looking to get another knock. Prince getting tagged up a little bit there by Killer. He's got the 3X, an interesting choice of scope for the M16. Most players opting to use a 4 or a 6. He is able to get the first there onto Marvel. So a bit of return fire from Sosog with the SKS. Sosog there. So he's got the SKS. What kind of scope? Looks like he's iron sighting it by the looks of it. So circle has popped again. It's shifted up to the northwest of the map. Lot of ground in play. Only a little bit of water in the circle up there in the Georgia Pole. So not a lot of teams in that northern area or the western area of the zone. Most of the teams that are in the circle are clustered around that Gatka area. We've got a couple of teams like Cosmonauts moving in through that southeastern flank of the circle. We do have Exodus up here at Ruins, currently engaged in a battle with Red Dot. Yeah, there's definitely Annie's full sending it here, and does get confirmed there. Annie in style pushing into that team. So they're taking out Red Dot there, and they're securing this area. Exodus currently sitting in 7th position, so they need all the kill points they can get their hands on if they want to move up that leaderboard, of course, and take out the likes of No Chance and Famous. Cosmonauts are fighting Eclair here in the southwestern flank of the circle. Eclair are holding this, just the ridgeline above this compound, I guess. They've lost Haydos. Cosmonauts haven't lost any players. I can imagine from knowing how Cosmonauts played it. Yes, Blanco's the IGL of Cosmonauts. He's up. They love this ridgeline. I mean, if you ever want to find Cosmonauts in a circle like this, I'd go to this ridgeline because they love it. This is one of their spots, and you will find that teams do have their favourite spots in zones. They have, their safe spaces, places that are comfortable, like your favorite jumper kind of thing. If you see a certain circle, you'll go to a certain place, and that's what we see a lot of teams doing. We do have Ryan Nebula here in the center of circle near the chopsticks. They're Choco Nuts squaring up against Salty Squad. A lot of mini 14 fire coming out there from Salty Squad. That might be Bromine there with the mini 14. It's got a decent scope on it, suppressor as well. Shots are raining out from either side. That was Choco Nut. It's got the DP28 there by the looks of it. Yeah, he's got, I think he had a 6X on that bad boy. They are getting engaged upon though. There is another squad here. Orion Nebula. They did get a knock. Velociraptors third partying this fight as well. So Bromine's been knocked. Leluca does have that M24 sniper rifle, able to get easy knocks on anybody with a level 2 helmet. Circle is about to close in now, so we go into circle 3 of our second Erangel map. This is match number 3. You can see Famous have disengaged from No Chance there at Rozhok. They're making their way into the circle through Pachinki. We'll see if Lil Yuka can get another knock there with the M24. He's got to be careful. It's an interesting position they've got here. It's definitely very easy to defend, but it's quite difficult to get out of. No Mercy up in the northeastern side of the circle. They're kind of near Rozhok on the other side of the bridge. Arrow are making their way in. They're holding the compound at Watertown. And from Hell, they're holding the far north of the circle. They're up at Georgia Pole. So things will definitely heat up as the next circle pops. There'll be less real estate on the map for teams to work with here. But there are a lot of teams in this GAC area. We've got Exodus to the north, Velociraptors to the west of their position. To the north of them, we've got 404. Velociraptors holding that GAC compound beautifully. It's a very difficult compound to crash, and they can catch teams that are rotating past. Let's look like Exodus from Annie from Exodus. He's making a move. Looking to get a more central position. The next circle has popped, so teams are on the move now, and it has centered on this GAC area. Velociraptors have a fantastic option here of they'll be able to take shots. You can see they're already taking shots at teams rotating past. Godang's up on the roof. firing at Exodus as they go to this compound just to the southwest of Velociraptor's position. To the east, they've got Orion Nebula and C47. He's just chilling on the roof here. Eclair making their way in. They've crashed into Xeno's been knocked by Anish, so taken out as well. First up there. The rest of Eclair are up on the hillside. They've got to be very careful. They've got no chance in the vicinity as well. No chance looking to third party. They've seen the Lionel almost getting the squad wipe onto no chance. It doesn't look like there's a repeat of that this time. Haka Isu is the sole surviving player there, and he's just looking to back out. He doesn't want to take on all of No Chance by himself. No Chance looking to secure their spot at the top of the leaderboard with more kill points. That's what they want. And Eclair also I think they're in 4th or 5th position on the leaderboard. So Hakaisu almost getting the BM there, but No Chance just too fast for him. RAF Esports watching from afar, so they're on the other side of this ridgeline. They were able to take out Xeno. They have a very good position here in zone. The rest of these teams, Salty Squad crashing into Team Arrow. Arrow getting double knocks here. Boy and Kim have to push in. Boy's been third partied by Fabit from 404 in that other compound. 404 CO getting the confirm there onto him. Kim now gets a knock onto Bromine, but he's caught out by blah. Salty Squad getting the squad wipe onto Arrow. Salty Squad looking to move up the leaderboard. What was Arrow's positioning? Okay, so Salty Squad's in 12th position. They're very secure to be in the top 15 teams. So we've got our next circle popping soon. No chance at the edge of it. Cosmonauts looking for a way in. Cosmonauts very spread out. Famous deep in the blue. Famous our number 2 team here. They definitely want to find themselves a nice secure spot. Blancos is right on the edge. I mean, he's just looking for a safe place. Circle has popped again. Blanco's getting heavily tagged up there. His vehicle's not smoking yet, but it will soon. Vehicle is smoking now. He's in big trouble. We can see Circle has shifted. 404, Velociraptors and Exodus all getting compounds in the next circle. And Blanco's the leader of his team, just looking for a good position. So from Hell have a flare drop here at the bowl. They are looking to push into this compound or push into this ridgeline. There's a beautiful little ridgeline here that they can work with actually. But they're opting to move up towards the mountain. Teams making rotations. It does look like Famous engaging with No Chance here. So this is our number 1, number 2 teams that are, you could see Godless just absolutely spraying with the M16 onto Rafe Esports there. They must be wondering who the hell is that. Must feel like they're getting shot at by Paraboy. Now, Sosog, Amra, they're the last players left. Sosog's got both players. He's got Godless and Offdels in his sights. Opting not to take shots. And that's Rough Esports going out. Sosog taking shots at No Chance. 10 seconds on the clock. These guys are going to have to make their way into circle. No Chance looking for their vehicles as well. Meanwhile, Choconut's been knocked. Orion Nebula are pushing into this compound that does have 404 error in it. Fabit from Rose Esports. I don't know if you guys know who that is. I know who it is. He's an absolute beast of a player. We've got Salty Squad as well in the backdrop, taking shots. 11 teams left now. Mark 14 rains out. That's from hell. Which one of them's got that in his hands? Alien Sport. Oh, that's 404 taking out a Ryan Nebula. And Famous. Sosog's been knocked. Amra still up. They're in a really bad spot here. No chance taking Exodus's compound. And that is Famous taking out Baron, the M24. Baron now turns his attention onto No Chance. Annie's been knocked. But neither of these teams have the circle. Where has it shifted? It's shifted onto 404. They've gotten a shift. No Mercy fighting Cosmonauts at the edge of zone. It does look like Cosmonauts have the zone. That nade taking out Grizzly and Shark. And the next nade taking out all the rest of No Mercy. Cosmonauts getting the squad wipe there with the clutch grenades. Salty Squad are in the circle. Gortam, now they're taking shots at From Hell. Blankos and Kill, just seeing if they can get a pick onto From Hell. Exodus here, they need to find a way into circle. Shots are absolutely raining out left, right, and centre here. We've got 8 teams remaining. No chance getting in their vehicles. They are without a doubt firmly in the lead here. With we'll have a look at the kill points of Famous. What did Famous have? They had 4 kills, so that's the same amount of kills that No Chance have. And if No Chance managed to survive and get a few more placement points here, so we'll jump on with Godless and the boys. They make their way into zone. They look like they're pushing right into the compound of 404, so they could get caught between these two teams. Definitely getting quite tagged up here. Godless has been knocked. Killer will try to revive. Killer's been knocked as well. They are stuck in between a lot of teams. Velociraptors have just pulled up to this engagement as well. C47 God spots out Salty Squad, starts taking shots at them, almost knocked himself. Heineken off Dells is down. Heineken is the last remaining player from No Chance. He's just chilling in the smoke, trying to hold on for dear life. All of Salty Squad taking shots at him. They've got Velociraptors in their sights as well. From Hell have the high ground here. The next circle has popped. And as you can see, 404 blessed once again with the circle. Gortam slowly making his way in through the southeast of the zone. Salty Squad looking for a way in. Offdel's bleeding out here. Just crawling towards Heineken. He could give away Heineken's position. Heineken going for a revive here. There are teams all around these guys. If Salty Squad push up here, they could take them out. And does look like they are... Oh, wow. But Zada there just jumps out. Spots No Chance, takes them out, moves on. What a play from Sada. Salty Squad, 8 kills on the board, taking out No Chance, the #1 team. They've rocked up and they want to put the hurt into Velociraptors. Velociraptors right below them. Antcop rotating around the side. Doesn't realise there's only one player left. Nade does go out. Drops Bromine. Beautiful defensive nade from Psycho there. That'll give him what he needs to get the revive onto C47. Now Canoxy from Exodus here. He's on the defense right on the edge of circle. We're down to 6 teams here. Velociraptors are just, they are stuck between a rock and a hard place. Psycho looking to defend their position. 404 not getting the next shift. The closest team to it is Exodus and Gortam, actually. Gortam from Rafe Esports. He's just chilling here. He's got to worry about From Hell, though. Will he take the shot? Whitey's right in front of him. He sees Whitey. He does go for the nade. That nade almost close enough to get Whitey. Ops doesn't connect. Whitey now aware that there is a player somewhere nearby. But they turn their attention on to Exodus. 404. This could be From Hell's game. They only have 2 players, but they've got a perfect position in the zone. Nades are raining out from all sides. Salty squad pushing up now. They know they need to take out Exodus. C47 getting the knock. Sardo does clean them up. Gets the squad wipe for Salty Squad, taking their kill count up to 10. 9 seconds left on the clock before Circle starts to close in. 404. Sada's absolutely been fragging out here. If that car blows up, though, that could be big trouble for Salty Squad. The nade from CO takes out blah, 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 and Sada. It's just Antcop left for Salty Squad. 11 kills stuck between all these players. Circle is now closing in From Hell. Antcop takes out CO. 404 go out in 4th position. There's 3 teams remaining. Antcop gets one. Antcop in a 1v4 up against From Hell. That nade did too much damage. Tries to get the knock on to From Hell, but From Hell take out game number 3. That was a fantastic rotation from them to get that zone. Okay, so From Hell winning game number 3 with 3, 4, 5 kill points. Salty Squad fragging out like nobody's business. They this could change the leaderboard slightly. They got 2nd position, but they got 7, 9, 13 kills. That's a total of 27 points. So where was Salty Squad in the standings? Okay, it's going to move them right up. It's going to make things very interesting for game number 4, ladies and gentlemen, our 4th and final match, which will, of course, be played on Miramar. Exodus doing quite well for themselves too, for a total of 9 kills. So we've got one more game to play to decide who is the winner of the cash prize. Thank you, everybody who has tuned in so far. It's been a fantastic stream. If you haven't already, please hit the like button and the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's always great to see more and more people getting involved in the channel. I love reading all your comments in the chat. It's been a fantastic stream so far, but we have one more game to play to decide who will be the winner of this week's cash prize. We will be back shortly after a quick break with the live standings as we move into match number 4. And ladies and gentlemen, it will be played on Miramar. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Ganksy, and we are loading into our fourth and final match of today. From Group B to Group A, it's been absolute non-stop action. We can see No Chance still in the lead with a total of 50 points. In close proximity to them is Famous with 47, From Hell 42, Exodus 37, Salty Squad 36. We are going to have an interesting final match, okay? It's going to be very interesting to see which team comes out on top on our final match, and we are going back, baby. We are going back to Miramar. So we've got 22 seconds. We can look at the scores still. We'll go back to the scores and we'll see. These are our top 13 teams. So the teams below this are the teams that are in danger. So if your team isn't on here, your team is in danger of going back to Group B to re-qualify. But the teams that are safe are the teams on the screen at the moment. And the teams that could win, we will go now to our fight path. So we are going from La Cabrera all the way down to Los Higos. It's a very westerly flight path, and the teams we've got to keep an eye on, ladies and gentlemen, are No Chance, Famous, From Hell, Exodus, Salty Squad, Eclair, and we'll say it's No Chance, Famous, From Hell, Exodus, and Salty Squad. Salty Squad went off last game. They had fragged out, and From Hell, I mean, they really jumped up. I'm trying to think where they were in the standings in game after game number 2. You can see No Mercy already out of the plane, making their way to La Cabrera. We've got team number 14, which I believe is Victor Gaming, also out of the plane, heading towards Ahumada, possibly. We got Haydos and the boys from Eclair. Hay have done fantastic tonight, making their way towards water treatment. I don't know why they go there. Skills are us going to San Martin or nearby, maybe the hill above it. We've got Red Dot going to San Martin with Orion Nebula. 404 going to Hacienda Del Patron. No Chance Arrow, and possibly Cosmonauts going to El Pozo Salty Squad and Wraith Esports. Wraith Esports have done fantastic today. Team Wraith are currently in 8th position. So this was our Group B team. They will be staying in Group A. So well done to them so far. It's been beautiful to watch them play. We've got GMAC down in Chumacera with Hell. From Hell looking to take over that number 1 spot and leap to the top of the leaderboard. So we got Famous and Velociraptors here in Picado, and Circle has pop centered on Chumacera. Let's get into the action here on game number 4, our 4th and final match, the deciding match of the No Mercy Cash Scrims Week 8. This match will decide not only which teams go back to Group B, but also which team will be the cash prize. Let me know in the comments which team you're supporting and which team you want to see take it out. And we can see Orion Nebula, they're very spread out. I do not know why my screen shakes like that. It's like a new thing it started doing since the patch. It's quite interesting. But it hasn't crashed. It hasn't crashed so far, so I'm very happy about that. I've been casting for like 4 hours. Not too bad, actually. I've been casting for a long time. And after I finish casting, I'm not going to bed. I'm going to play in Japanese scrims. We're in Group D at the moment. So if you're worried about being in Group B, I'm in Group D of the Japanese scrims, with my team No Mercy. So you got to take, and it's just for us, it's a learning experience. We go up to Group A, and we very quickly leave Group A and go back to Group D. Sometimes we're in Group B and Group C, but yeah. And we're going to create something similar here in the No Mercy Cash Scrims. We will, when we have the logistics sorted out, create a Group C. Love the new candid site, by the way, just quietly. And we will create a Group C, Group D, and all that, and so on and so forth, because we are getting like well over 50 registrations. We're actually going to take more registrations next week for Group B and Group A. We're going to increase the amount of teams in Group A. And yeah, we're gonna have more teams than ever before. And then after that, we are gonna, like, once we start getting over 60, 70 retros, we will create a group C for you. Whether we stream those groups or whether we run them concurrently, I'm not sure what it's going to look like, but we'll have a good think about it. And if you want to get any updates of anything that's happening, you can check out our socials. They're in the description, and join the No Mercy Discord server. We've almost got 2,000 members in our Discord server, so if you can help us get to 2,000 members, there's always plenty of exciting things in there. We also run scrims on a Thursday night as well. They're the new No Mercy Asia scrims. We're going to be running scrims soon on the North America server. More details about that. They actually will be North American scrims, so they're not just going to. They're going to be scrims for North American teams. We have a North American component of our organisation that will be organising this. We've got North American streamers. We stream some of the tempo scrims from time to time, so we have a lot to do with the North American community, and we're gonna be starting some scrims for that very shortly. And if you want to get information about that, if you want to play scrims on the North America server, please join our Discord. The link is in the description below, and there will be announcements made about that very shortly. I mean, that's if that's not up by next weekend, it'll be up very shortly after that. So circle number 1 is just a minute from closing in. This battle between Orion Nebula and Red Dot has really drawn out, and it does look like Red Dot are now rotating away. I can see Eclair making their rotation out of water treatment, Exodus as well, looking to get out. But we've got, where is Scry? Scry's got a nice angle here. Zorro getting knocked by Fella. So Orion Nebula here on the push. They are looking to get aggressive here and push on to Red Dot, take them out, get those kill points, and make their way up the leaderboard, because you don't want to be, even if you don't win the cash prize, you don't want to be in the bottom 5 of the leaderboards in a No Mercy Cash Scrims, because that means you will go back to Group B and we'll have to re-qualify, just like we have to do in the Japanese Scrims every week. Zeus is going up against Choconut, and Choconut's made a nasty rotation here. He has found himself, did he just walk over an M4? So he's in a world of trouble here. I think Choconut's about to spot him out. Choconut does see him. Gets him down to 1 HP. Punishes chunking down as well. Comes out the micro Uzi. Choconut doing the business there. Getting that final confirm onto Red Dot. Red Dot are out. We'll see you guys back next week. Well done, Red Dot. It's been beautiful watching you guys play. Fantastic efforts tonight, and Orion Nebula picking up another 4 kills for themselves. So we've got 404 in El Azahar. They are looting up. Circle is now closing in. We've got Annie from Exodus in close proximity to one of the players from Velociraptors. I wonder if they know each other here. Yeah, C47, our boy. He is the top fragger, definitely, for Velociraptors. And he's definitely looking at... I don't think Annie knows he's there. C47 God does. C47 God gets the knock onto Annie. We'll be able to first him up there as well. He's going in for that confirm. Taking shots every time Ganksy says he loves the candid sight. I love the... Man... I don't know if you guys know this. It was my birthday about a couple of weeks ago. I turned 33. Yes, I am like twice your age and still able to clap some of you. Lol. Hashtag not humble. He's going to get that first. But yeah, like the 2 things I wanted for my birthday was Candid Sight and Ranked TDM. 10 cent. Thank you. Thank you. You've made my birthday. You've made my birthday the shit. Gave me Ranked TDM and the Candid Sight. I don't really care about the one on the Winchester. Oh, that was the rest of Velociraptors rocking up to secure that position. So Baron, Canoxy, Siren. This guy's done really well tonight. Where are they sitting on the leaderboard? They're in 4th position, so we'll be seeing them in Group A next weekend for sure. Making their rotations up. Claire in the northern side of zone. Does look like No Mercy are about to crash into the position of Arrow. I see Jaeger quite close here. Jaeger backing off there, actually. The engagement that could have been, we do have an engagement meanwhile in their kill feed between Salty Squad and Skills R Us. Ant Cop getting Azrael there. The rest of Skills R Us are up on the top of the hillside. Interesting position that Salty Squad are in. They do have the low ground. Seem to be doing quite well though. Hacker Isu having a bit of an accident there, falling out of his vehicle. Vehicles are definitely still bugged. You want to see Salty Squad. I don't normally talk to my chat, but this is game number 4. This is a decider match, so we will. So we got Hancock, blah blah blah. Has been taken out. Pratik and Sada. Man, I got some good clips of Sada in the last game, and of course, as you see, the highlight reel in between our games. I am recording every single match, and I am recording in multi-track, so I can remove my casting and I can recast over it. We can do some cool stuff there, and I will be cutting up all the clips from tonight's action and putting them in our highlight reel, so you can watch in between the match, and you're definitely going to see Sada from Salty Squad in that highlight reel. No Mercy now, all rotating in between. No Chance. That's a really you don't want to go too close to No Chance. Heineken taking shots at Grizzly and Jaeger. Shark bleeding out here. He's will be shortly going back to the lobby there. Godless getting the Conferno onto him. Team Arrow, one of our Group B teams. They were the winners of Group B last week. Cambodian team. So good to see these guys. They are getting engaged upon by No Chance. So would be a very good idea if they made their rotation in the zone very shortly. Jaeger, meanwhile. So Arrow, he's got the Winchester, and it does look like he's actually fixed his scope. See how his scope looks a lot better than the other ones? There is a way of fixing your scope, and he has got the biggest balls on this map right now, because he's taking pot shots at our number 1 team, No Chance, with a Winchester, which I've got to say, it's a pretty crap gun. I don't care if they put a scope on it. That gun is garbage. It's just like the only thing. Whoa, boy, from Arrow getting a knock on to Godless with the Kar 98K. Now that is a gun that is totally not garbage. You can put an 8x on that bad boy, and if they don't have a level 2 helmet, GG Gaming. So down here, famous, our number 2 team. Going up against From Hell, our number 3 team, if I do believe. Let me check the overall standings. Yes, that is correct. Carly, Whitey's been knocked. Carly about to... Yeah, Carly getting taken. He did get a knock onto Prince. Whitey has been knocked as well. Koenig now rotating in a little bit late to the party. Famous getting... look at Sosok. The disrespect. Boom, boom, boom. Putting the fists of Fury into From Hell, saying, hey, buddies. Oh, man. Koenig, that was From Hell's chances of taking out the cash prize severely. Doesn't look like they'll be getting it tonight. Famous currently on 2 kills. Whitey did bleed out there, taking their kill count up to 3. 15x on Miramar. Oh, did you see Wacky Jackie's video recently where he proved that the 15x was catfishing and it was actually a 12x? Very good. If you don't watch Wacky Jackie, he's like the PC version of Bushka, and he does all the investigative journalism for the PC version. It's fantastic. I like watching him even though I don't play PC version. Famous. They want Koenig. They want Koenig. Marvel gets him. from hell. See you next week. They did so well. They were in third position, but Famous want that cash prize. They want it badly. They want it so badly that they took out the number 3 team. So the only thing standing between them is No Chance. And it does look like, wait, Arrow almost taking out No Chance. No Chance have only 2 players remaining. Offdel's taken out by Arrow, the Cambodian team. Not Ammo, the Australian caster that we miss so much. We miss Ammo's casting. God, it would be awesome to duo cast with Ammo. You guys in the chat, you should totally, because he's blocked me on Twitter, but you should totally, tag him on Twitter and get him in here for the Cash Scrims for a duo cast. I'd love to see it happen. We had Simsy on last week. I've been talking about getting Armstrong on here once he gets his streaming set up. Been giving Armstrong plenty of free tech support. No Mercy are all about free tech support, so Armstrong's been getting plenty of that to help with his new streaming setup. I'm super jealous of his NVIDIA 2070 RTX graphics card. That thing is going to be an absolute beast with the NVENC 2 GPU encoding. We've got Eclair here, so Eclair currently sitting in 6th position. If they drop like a 30 bomb of a chicken dinner, they could be walking away with the cash prize. It's unlikely, but we've seen Famous do it before. We'll jump onto our boys Salty Squad taking shots at team number 22, which is Orion. So they're going up against Choco Nut, Fella pushing right up onto Ancop here. Praytech's been knocked, but Ancop getting the knock onto Choco Nut. He's on 1 HP though. Sada should be able to provide some long-range support here. Getting Fella down to about half HP. Scry does have an off angle. Fella though looking to push up. Does have to fall back a little bit. Go for that revive onto Choco. Now there's a big nade going out there. If that nade is good, it is. It does take out Choco Nut again. Fella quite low. No more nades going into the region. Getting the double knock now. Scry's the last player left. Salty Squad pushing forward. There's still a couple of players. Sada, the last remaining player from Salty Squad. Ancop's been knocked. Sada's been an absolute beast. It's a 1v1 now between Sada and Illogist. But Illogist is getting engaged upon. And that goes to squad wipe. That's Orion Nebula taken out there. Sada in the kill feed. Looking strong. Famous stealing. Famous helping them out here. Famous on 4 kills now. This is going to be a close battle between Famous and No Chance. Which of these teams will take out the cash prize here? Salty Squad absolutely fragging out here right now. They've got on a cup. They've got on 1 knock onto Famous. They've got on 2 knocks onto Famous. Almost getting 3. Salty Squad getting 3 knocks. Salty Squad are absolutely out of control right now. They're going for the confirms as well. This is the number 2 team. Got on a 3rd knock. It's down to Ancop. Ancop has to clean it up here against Marvel. Marvel, the last player standing from Famous. Famous, the number 2 team. This is Famous's hopes and dreams of getting the cash prize. Marvel clutches it up. Takes out Salty Squad there. Heineken from No Chance watching from the distance. That's our number 1 and number 2 teams here on opposing ridgelines. Famous still in it. Famous on 6 kills. They want that cash prize. Only losing 1 player now. No Chance. They are down to 2 players. Let's have a look at where the circle is. Both of these teams have very good positions in the circle. Does look like Skills R Us battling with the boys from Eclair. Here at the edge of the circle, Hacker Isu, high ground position. They have got on a knock onto one of the members. Danny getting the revive onto Whisper. Yeah, Salty Squad played so well, but man, nothing was going to stand between Marvel and their ability to go toe-to-toe with No Chance. We will keep an eye on the kill feed to see if these two teams do actually fight each other. It'd be fantastic to see them fighting each other in a final circle. Only 3 points between these teams. Should we do a live standings? Oh, No Chance currently have 50 points. Famous have 47 points. Let's go and have a look at their kill points here. So let's go have a look. So Famous have 6 kills. No Chance have 2 kills. That means Famous currently have 53 points and No Chance only have 52 points. So right now, as it stands, the live scoring puts Famous in the lead. Famous are in the lead. Of course, placement points have not been calculated yet. We do not know where these teams stand. Circle has shifted. Famous separated on either side of it. Bit of an insurance policy. We do have Jumac here in an engagement with Exodus and Cosmonauts. Cosmonauts in the compound below them. And Exodus have pushed up Canoxy here, putting a bit of smoke down. His buddy did get first at their Siren, looking to push up. Famous in the kill feed. Oh, Famous just taking out Exodus. Cosmonauts now pushing up. Jumac in big trouble. Jumac only one player left. And that is this guy here. Does have a side angle. Getting taken out by Legend from Cosmonauts. Cosmonauts 6 kills on the board. They're definitely going to be in Group A next week. The standard of their gameplay has been phenomenal. But Famous now, Famous just they want that cash prize in style. I'm trying not to swear. Look at that. They are just absolutely destroying the lobby, taking out Cosmonauts and Exodus, taking their kill count up to 10. They are now on 57 points. 5 teams remaining. And where is No Chance? No Chance is on the edge of the circle. Famous, they just want that cash prize. If they have to kill every single team in here by themselves, that is exactly what they're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. They are hungry. They want that chicken. They can smell it. Can see them now making their way into circle. Meanwhile, 404 are engaging with skills. Are us. Gani, still the last player left. Fabit with the high ground on him. And Fabit, MES, Fabit from 404 taking him out. Lionel does spot him though. Leclerc up on the hillside here. On the edge of circle. These guys aren't in it yet. We're down to 4 teams already. I mean, this is a decider match here on Miramar. That's a lot of circle, not a lot of teams. Lionel keeping an eye on where this team is. And Famous just... Wait, did Famous just blow themselves up? Wait. Where did Famous just go? Sosog. His teammates just died. Oh, they had a accident in a vehicle. So Sosog is now the last remaining player from Famous. No Chance here are about to engage with Eclair. Eclair are outside the zone though. Godless taking shots. They are only on 4 kills. Famous still in the lead. 1 minute, 26 seconds left on the clock. This is going to be a nail-biting decider here with Famous only having 1 player. The standings as it stands is Famous are on 57 points and these on 50 points, so 54 points. Famous are in the lead by 3 points as it stands. Eclair do have that high ground position though onto No Chance. 50 seconds left though. They are going to have to make a move pretty quickly. They're going to have to go past 404. I can't believe there's only 4 teams left in this final circle. We're only in circle 5. It's been an absolute bloodbath early game. Heineken trying to get a knock. Famous aren't going to be able to do much to stop. No Chance. They do have the numbers advantage here. Godless with that mini 14. Taking shots. Heineken getting a knock onto Lionel. Lionel, the IGL of Eclair. No chance. So with 10 seconds left on the clock, they need to start their rotation now. They do not want to get caught in open by either 404 or Eclair. You can see Haydos now making his way in. Takaisu taking shots. It don't look like they've got the scopes for this engagement. No chance about to get hit by the blue as well. 404 are on the edge of this circle. Famous are just chilling. I mean, they lost 2 players in a disaster. You can see Fabit here. He has spotted out. No chance, taking shots at their players. Heineken's going straight for him. Heineken getting knocked by Fabit. If Fabit gets another knock, if he takes out Godless, if Godless goes down, that's it. Godless here in the blue, healing up. If Godless dies right now, that is Famous taking the cash prize. They will win it. And he's just healing. He's just healing through the blue. But Famous are in circle. Sosog's got it. The candid sight won't do anything now. He's just going to have to heal up. Try and out-heal. But maybe the Eclair could rotate in. But there's no way he's going to be able to make it to the blue with 404 watching. He's just healing up. Tries taking shots. He did manage to get a knock onto Walker. Trying to get one more kill point. And that is Famous taking out the No Mercy cash scrims there. Sosog still alive. Gets more placement points. They've got 10 kills on the board. Now this is just a battle for who wins the last match on Miramar. This is actually, I don't know if you watched the PEL, the Chinese international tournament they had around Christmas time last year. This is near where the final circle for that match was, and we saw XQF taking out that in style. They had a fantastic, it was so great. I love watching XQF play. Reno called out by Charlie Jai. Instant confirm. This could be, and Famous go out to play zone. So Famous definitely we can say without a doubt are the winners of the cash prize. The scores will be posted in the No Mercy Discord server. If you want to see that, then please join the Discord server. The link is in the description. But we have Eclair. Can Eclair get the chicken dinner here? This is a battle of the nades. It's a 2v2 between Haydos and Lionel. That nade got Lionel quite low. Fabit now pushing in. Fabit will be able to knock Lionel instantly. Lionel, though, gets the knock. He does have the barrel M762. Only one player remaining. It's Charlie Jai. Haydos looking to make the push. Also has the barrel M762 as well. It's a 2v1 here. Lionel healing up. Haydos, one of the most mechanically proficient players in OCE. Going for a side angle here on Jai. Spots out Jai. Takes him out. Eclair. Take out game number 4 on Miramar. Congratulations to Eclair. They have certainly punched their own ticket with only 2 kills to get back into Group A. So congratulations to them winning game number 4. Well done to Eclair. 404 coming in second. Famous coming in third. No Chance coming in fourth. Famous with 10 kills. That's it. They take out the cash prize, the number 1 position. We'll see all of these teams here next week for Group A. We're going to see some teams shift into Group B. Some teams from Group B shift back into Group A. And we're gonna have even more teams than normal. We're gonna actually have some more teams next week. So stay tuned for that. If you want to keep up to date with all the announcements. You can follow all of my socials in the description of this video. If you want to register for these scrims, there is a link to our Discord server as well. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. It's been fantastic. Of course, I'd like to thank Punisher and Unsolved. Punisher and Unsolved, absolute legends. They've been doing the screenshots, sending out the room codes, setting the groups. The amount of work done behind the scenes by these guys has been awesome. So, yeah, huge shout out to Punisher and Unsolved. Shout outs to all our teams that have played in both Groups A and Group B. It's been awesome to watch you guys absolutely fragging out. Can't wait to edit the highlight reel and get all those clutch gameplay moments in the highlight reel for next week. Thanks everybody who's tuned in. It's been awesome to read all your comments in the chat, see all those likes coming in. Thank you to everybody who has liked the video. We got 20 likes, so yeah, you're all bloody legends. Appreciate your support. And yeah, I will catch you guys next time. It's been a fantastic stream. Next time it's only going to be bigger, better, and badder. So until then, I will see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.